They created scenarios for you to be put in a place where you would doubt yourself, where you would look at yourself out of a lens from their perspective. And what they didn't take into account was the things that they were throwing at you was from them, was from their hearts. They perceived that you would not be able to go through it because they themselves know that they could not go through it. I'm going to make this so difficult for this person because I know they won't make it through it. But what they're not understanding is they are not anything like you. And you continue to see things as difficulties that people were going through and not the people themselves. You were understanding, you're sentient, you're empathetic. You tried to help. You were willing to help. You feel happy when helping other people. And you continue to move through the trials that were placed on your path and persevere through them. And each time you gained this new viewpoint on the situation. And even though the entire time you did not realize that these were tactics, you moved through them gracefully. You welcomed them. You didn't suspect anything of it. It was hard, but it wasn't impossible. You got through it a lot easier than they would have, okay? And now you're on the other side of it. And I want to say this almost as if you're a superhuman, okay? You have tools in your backpack that not everyone else has. And those tools, they're not realizing they equipped you with tools that would then help you battle and dig yourself out of this hole that they continue to dig for you. Okay? I feel like you sat at the bottom of this hole and they tried to throw this dirt in, and you just became like this like mechanical alchemizing machine. Okay? It's something that they've never seen before, and they can't figure it out because they don't have what you have. They didn't think that you would evolve, okay? I feel like you were this experiment, like this, we're gonna bully and we're gonna do all these things to keep this individual right here. And what they did was they evolved you. They put you in a place. Caves are so significant. I'm just seeing you, Christ consciousness, okay, Jesus himself. And I'm seeing you emerge this just like unit. I almost don't want to pull cards on this, okay, because it's just so powerful. I've got the King of Cups coming out. A telescope is very, very significant. I'm seeing like the Hubble telescope, a telescope, like just a regular telescope you can put on the floor, okay? The King of Cups is coming out. Leading in authority of holding space for love. Okay, the King of Cups is someone who's stable in their emotions, who knows how to stand tall in the way that they're feeling and own their emotions. Their emotions don't have control over them. It's very high vibrational. Okay, I've got the Eight of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. Even though there's been situation after situation that's tried to knock you out of this love energy, of this faith energy, of this hope, okay? I got the Temperance card to the Strength card, all right? You continue to have faith. You continue to stay generous. You continue to stay loving through all of the tribulations, okay? Through all of the bullshit. I've got the Page of Wands coming out in the reverse. The Nine of Swords, all right? So this like plan to keep you from seeing who you truly were isn't working. It's got people absolutely worried. When I tell you you emerge stronger than before, it's like they're realizing that they fucked up. They created some sort of superhuman, I don't even want to say human, because you've got more spirituality, more spiritual going on right now than is in the 3D, okay? But it's worrying them. The Seven of Pentacles. Everything that they've put effort into, the harvest they thought that they were going to collect, the things that they thought they were going to receive, isn't happening. These people are freaking out. We've got the Five of Wands. They're realizing who they tried to compete with, who they tried to battle with, and were in competition with was not a smart idea. At all. Because I've got the King of Pentacles coming out. They fucked with the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. You opened and closed the situation out with this stability in your emotions, because at the end of the reading, you know that you have this abundance within you that they are trying to take, okay? It took a while for you to shift your perspective on these things happening to you, because just like them thinking that you could not handle the things that they projected at you because they couldn't, they're not understanding that you also are not going to do the things that they did to you. All right. So they banked on you not ever becoming aware of it. But as time went on and you stepped into these spiritual gifts of yours and you looked at these patterns and really stepped back and took this time to yourself, a lot of energy turning within, okay, a lot of solitude and removing yourself from these people's energy is what gave you the realization. And even that within itself, the discernment of you knowing what's going on is freaking them the fuck out. How did you find out? Who told you? How did you receive this information? How much information do you know? Do you know about it all? And baby, you do. You do. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.